Okay, so a lot of you guys, well, if you're on Reddit, you have seen this, but other than that, maybe you don't know about this. So Jagex is potentially being bought out by a Chinese company. So that would mean that they are buying both, well, pretty much all assets of Jagex, and essentially what this means is that they are just going to be able to open the market more towards the Chinese market, which is a lot more free to play orientated as well as pay to win. So, people that are thinking about this, like old school players that heard this news, immediately, they didn't even have a second freaking thought. They just jumped to the fact that old school RuneScape is going to be more pay to win, which it's kind of ridiculous to think. But anyway, we're just going to go into the actual article itself. I'm going to keep opinions aside for now until the end of the video. So, by the way, I actually got this idea to make this video from Silent Core. If you guys want to see his take on this or his video on this, that link's going to be in the description. He asked if I was going to do it, and I figured I may as well. So, the actual news post, this is on the RuneScape forums. It was posted by Mod Balance, which is, I believe, some sort of head, if not the head of Jagex. And it reads, "Hi folks, as many of you have seen through online news articles, which we will get to in a moment, Jagex is getting noticed. The company is getting attention from the east and biggest market in the world, China, is knocking on our door. Jagex shareholders have received offers of interest and responded positively to an approach from a Chinese company. Jagex is in early stages with the firm in question, but we must stress that they may or may not materialize into anything." So they're pretty much saying that they are on terms that they actually want to go into things, but they're not necessarily sure on what they are going to be doing. So that was the official post on the Jagex, or rather the RuneScape forums. And it's pretty bad if I don't actually know that's the head. I'm pretty sure that's the head of like the new lead of Jagex and RuneScape and all of that. But this is actually an article on Variety. There's so many more news articles, but this is the one I chose because it is pretty much to the point, and it is being bought out by a Chinese iron ore mining company. I'm gonna butcher the hell out of this if I can't even say Chinese iron ore. Shandong Honda, I don't know, the car. It's set to be acquired. The British game developer Jagex Game Studios, the developer of online role-playing game RuneScape, which that's a picture of this Alcrid, and I believe that's the NXT, but I could be wrong. And I'll link this article down below, but essentially they are just recapping it, and I want to say a non-biased standpoint, because if anything, Jagex is going to be a little bit more. I guess they're going to word it better, but there does not seem to be many bad things that could come from this. The only thing that people are really concerned about is the fact that this could ruin the old school game if microtransactions are put into it. But I think that's looking at it in a very black and white standpoint, because a lot of people, this was on the Reddit, by the way, the 2007 Escape subreddit, a lot of people on that subreddit tend to overreact to literally everything. I don't know what other way to say that other than the fact that they just blatantly overreact to things. But there was some posts here and there that like pretty much tried to draw light to it and just saying like, you guys don't need to worry. But the biggest thing from now, I could be wrong, but from studying international business, I've studied it for about a year in school, and I'm not some major in that, but I've been in business in a business school for like, I want to say like 4 years now. But just from what I understand and know, although there is a huge free-to-play game market for the Chinese market, at the same time they are really smart investors. They know how to invest their money. If anything, they could actually be laundering it, because there is a lot of corruption. Excuse me, corruption when it comes to these iron ore companies. These iron ore mining companies, the mining companies in general, they make a lot of money. And I believe the figure for it seems like something more likely that they're laundering their money in rather than investing. But you know, obviously, that's neither here nor there. That's just speculation at this point. So I'm not really going to set anything in stone. Because Jagex, I believe, only made 1.3 million last year. I want to say. I could be wrong on that number. I saw that number somewhere. Don't quote me on that, but that's why I saw that they made. So investing something like 300 million into it, it seems more as a either long-term investment or a place to launder their money. That's just my opinion, though. But anyway, going back on what I was actually saying, they actually study their market before they try to break into it, because there's a lot of Chinese companies that are elsewhere in the world that you guys don't even hear about because they don't ruin the integrity of many things. Like, they have bought their way in, or different companies have bought their way into game companies before, like different random companies. Like, this is a mining company. I don't understand why you guys think that they would add microtransactions into something that they don't understand. It's a very black and white way to look at things, and you guys, from the most part, when I say you guys, by the way, I'm talking to the Reddit base that actually freaked out over this, but it's just something that you need to sit back and actually research before you just freak out, because so many people are saying that they're going to quit if they add microtransactions and everything, and I don't know. It's just kind of ridiculous. Like, obviously, I don't want microtransactions or anything of the sort, but you guys are just jumping over ship, or what? Why do I not remember this term ever? Jumping overboard. I don't know. You guys are assuming the worst out of a situation that's not even that bad, so I think this is a good thing, honestly, because it's just going to mean that more players will be able to be exposed to the game. If anything, they can just look at RuneScape 3 and look at different ways to monetize that, but at the same time, I don't think that they're going to try and switch anything up whatsoever, because I think they're just going to try and honestly launder their money. But I don't know, that's neither here nor there. So again, if you guys want, check out Silent Core's video on this. Let me know what you think in the description, or rather the comments below. If you guys are more educated on this than I, then please, by all means, let us know. Share some comments. I'm going to be reading a lot of comments. I might not respond because it might just be people overreacting, but if you guys actually have constructive feedback to say, then I am more than willing to take a look and read it and reply. So, yeah. Share this video everywhere, too. Thanks. Bye.